The year was 2019. I can brutally remember I was getting ready for a birthday party. One of my close friends. I also remember that when I checked the list of who was going to this birthday, girls were going to be there. This was when I was around 17 years old, and at the time I was struggling brutally with confidence, with talking to girls. But also at the same time, this was also when I started going to the gym consistently. I think it was my second year of lifting weights. I'd put on some decent muscle. I'd start to slowly get more and more validation off my friends, and they would start to come to me for advice. I was actually starting to build my body, which you'd think would increase my confidence and that would improve my ability to talking to girls. But my self image never matched with the progress I was actually making because I was so traumatized and so stuck in the fact that I will always remain that skinny, awkward, lonely teenager. How would I cope? What would I say to myself so that I could start talking to girls? Would it be that I need to train harder, that I need to eat more to get more bulky? Or was it the other route of instant gratification? Alcohol. I was a pretty early drinker. I probably started drinking when I was 16. But when I was 17, all of these high school parties, alcohol was something that I used to hold on to so tightly because of how much more confident it made me feel. It made me feel that I could talk to anyone. It made me feel that I'm Superman. But in reality, it wasn't the real version of me, and it was doing more harm than good. One side of Adrian, who's all about health, all about eating healthy, training hard, getting sunlight, playing basketball. But then the other identity of me is getting smashed, getting drunk at these parties, which isn't really doing anything good for myself, but trying to please others externally, who I didn't even really like that much because we didn't share similar interests. So nearly every weekend, I would grind Monday to Friday. Gym, 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 gym. Oh, another 16th birthday. We need a drink. Yeah, let's mix some Coke with some whiskey and... Oh, well, it's already Sunday and I feel like shit. Oh, I can't be bothered going gym today. We'll go tomorrow. That's the time loop I was stuck in. Or because I wanted this fake confidence to help me talk to girls. I am here to tell you today that alcohol, using it as a confidence booster, has to be the most harmful cope act to commit regularly. And I don't want you falling in the same trap that younger Adrian fell into. Because genuinely ask yourself, whose attention do you want that badly to sacrifice your own progress for a bit of validation? You do know that, yeah, it does make you more confident, but that's only because alcohol is a depressant. It literally slows your brain down, which enables you to be less of an overthinker and be more free flowing, out there, actually move your arms and not be so tight. That's all it does. And that's what I would rely on because it felt like it helped me, but it really, really, really wouldn't. I would wake up the next day with the worst anxiety, feeling super anxious, have so many negative thoughts. But no. It was worth it. The party was worth it. You hooked up with this girl. You got this attention. Oh my God, you spoke to that. Would wake up the next morning, blackout drunk, couldn't even remember a thing from what happened at the party. I would check my phone and I would have friends messaging me, am I alright? Am I alright? I was a 17-year-old boy who would need other humans looking after me after a party that wasn't even mine because I had no self accountability. And instantly the anxiety would just turn on. I would start being sent videos of what I did that night, of how I acted. And I would cope and I'd be like, what that didn't happen. That wasn't me. It was me. The anxiety would just get worse and worse and worse. And I would say to myself that, okay, this is the last time that I would ever drink. I'm not drinking again. I'm fully focusing on gym, diet, and I'm gonna get jacked and shredded so I can attract my crush the real way. What do you think happened? I'd grind again Monday to Friday, but this time I would hear my friends talking about a party, but I wasn't invited to this party. So you know what I would do? I would sook and pray for them to plus one me. If you don't know what a plus one is when maybe one of your friends who did get invited to the party has the authority to bring one of his friends with him that didn't get invited because they're kind of close with the host of the party, and usually they'll accept it. And most of the time, this was always the case for me. I was the plus one. So I'd beg my friend that please plus one me. Don't. And he would look at me and be like, Adrian, did you see what you did last week? I don't think she's going to let you come. But I would say, no, please. I need to go to this party. I'm not going to drink. 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 I promise. I am not going to drink. I get in. And just getting in the party itself felt like so much good dopamine that I snuck my way in here. That I can do anything. And that if I've already got one thing go my way, let's try take on more risk and just drink a little bit now because I'm in the party. I promise I'm not going to drink, but I got away with one thing. Let's try get away with another. Start drinking again. Look around. No one's really paying attention to me. One more drink won't hurt. Let's pour a bit more alcohol in this one. Two hours go by. And I make the same mistakes again. My friends look at me ashamed. Alcohol destroyed my teenage years. And it's something which I honestly thought was something you had to partake in, that you had to drink, or else you're considered weird. But it's not. I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. That right now, You are the type of guy who is learning about how to become a better, more masculine version of himself. You're on self improvement. You're going to the gym consistently. You're meditating. You're eating healthy, and you're going to bed on time. How does alcohol relate to that? Yeah, your current friends might love drinking every weekend, and you feel inclined to do the same because you want to keep them happy. You're a bit of a people pleaser. But please think deeper. Are these friends you engaged in this bad habit with actually your friends? Or are you just doing and committing the bad habit with them to keep them happy, but sacrifice your own progress? Because that's what I used to do. That's the reason why I felt pressured to get drunk, to drink. Everyone else was doing it, so I had to do it as well, but one up them and get more drunk than them. And sacrifice my gains even more, make my biceps smaller and smaller. Make my anxiety higher and higher. You don't need it, bro. You really don't. You clicked on this video thinking I was going to say, okay, alcohol is bad, but you can get away with 2 to 3 standards of drink every weekend if you space them out like, no. It's bad, and it's something that you right now need to cut out completely, because guess what, bro? When you cut it out, that is more of a flex. That is the harder challenge. We all know the harder something is, the more value it has, the more gains you're going to make. Right now, you think it's cool drinking, getting smashed. But in reality, the cooler thing, the more challenging thing, the thing which requires more and more and more discipline, is not drinking. The whole reason you wanted to drink was because of 1, your friends, and 2, to help you talk to girls. But you're doing stuff which subconsciously makes you feel worse about yourself. So in reality, you're probably not going to speak to the girls. If you were to say no to the alcohol, you've just ticked a box. Now part of you feels like you have some pride that you are the guy who is consistent with self-improvement. You are the guy who goes to the gym and cares about his health. You are more of your identity. When you start to feel better about yourself, you're probably going to be more likely to socialize to your guy friends or to the girls. It's just that you got caught up in thinking that this instant gratification route was the only path to become more confident. But it's really not, because confidence is all internal. It's all about how much you love yourself, self-love. So by going this degenerate route of drinking alcohol, that's not nourishing yourself with love. If anything, that's just making you 20 times more depressed, wasting calories, making you feel like shit the next 2 to 3 days. It's not doing much. Ask yourself this: what is one positive drinking alcohol has done for your self-improvement? Other than making you more fake Oh my goodness. Sorry. Bless me. What is one thing alcohol has done to positively impact your self-improvement journey? Not much. If anything, it's sliced your progress by 50%. in the last 2 to 3 years. Now, I want you to think of the version of you who never drinks alcohol, who says to himself, okay, tonight I'm going to this party, but I might just drink a no sugar Coke and some water to stay hydrated and to ensure I get a full 8 hours sleep so I can wake up the next day and smash my gym session. Imagine that version of you sacrificing a bit of comfort for a lifetime of pleasure and more happiness. Alcohol is instant gratification, and every single time you ingest and digest it, your happiness before drinking the alcohol was here. Your happiness during the alcohol, like feeling tipsy and drunk, is probably a bit higher. You're probably feeling a lot better about yourself. But once this event is over, once the drinking is stopped, your new baseline of happiness is now lower than when before you started drinking the alcohol. Was that investment worth it? Was that drink worth it? Giving in? Fitting in? I don't think so. Alcohol is deadly, and I've had so many bad experiences with it. But the harsh truth is that if you want to become more of that masculine social figure, the life of the party, you actually need to neglect the alcohol. Because now you are feeling higher energy, a higher vibration. People will come speak to you. Oh, why aren't you drinking? Oh, because I'm really focused on this mission. Oh, what? That's different. Every person I've spoke to is just drank and can't even string out a sentence together. Please tell me more. The point of this video isn't me saying you shouldn't go to parties or go out and socialize. Obviously, go through that, experience what life has to offer, these events. But set yourself boundaries. It makes you more masculine. It makes you more of a man. It makes you feel better about yourself. And I know for sure that if you're watching this video, you deep down are a masculine man. It's just that the whole system is trying to take that out of you and make you more feminine. Drink alcohol, play video games, eat this junk food. Oh my God, a $5 McValue box. The whole world is designed to make you weaker. I am trying to help you. These videos are meant to slap you on the face, are meant to give you cruel, brutal advice, the harsh truth. I know it hurts. I know right now you're probably saying to yourself, oh, Adrian did say don't drink alcohol. But I promise Adrian, this is the last time. I'm only going to have 2 drinks. That's cope. It's cope. Because I would do the same. I want you to go all in. There is no other way. It's going to be lonely. It's going to be considered different. But I know it's the decision worth taking. Because if you do decide to go the other way, you might go the other way for an extra 6 months and then realize, oh, Adrian was right, but I just wasted 6 months, so now I'm going to... Time is precious. Make the hard choice now instead of making the harder choice later. That's one thing I had to learn the hard way. Specifically with starting YouTube. I would always want to start posting videos, but it was a hard choice, me getting behind the camera, being vulnerable. So I would wait 8 months and then I would eventually take action on it. Imagine where I'd be if I started 8 months earlier. Imagine where you would be if you stopped drinking now, today, this present moment, getting a piece of paper, sticking up on your wall and writing, I am done drinking alcohol. This shit is poison and provides me with no benefit. It deteriorates my self-confidence. It deteriorates my health. It deteriorates my self-image and who I'm meant to be. I'm not letting some external substance, which is designed to be addictive, which is designed to make me weak, give me bitch titties, spike my estrogen, lower my testosterone. I am not letting this take a hold of who I am. I'm in charge of what I consume. I'm in charge of what I do. I am that action taker, and I'm not going to let any substance control me. I'm going to nourish myself with self-love, healthy food, hard gym workouts, because I know when I am on the right path, the future version of me is 100 times more happier when he rejects degeneracy, rejects alcohol, and just does what he knows is right for himself. Like 1,000,000 times happier. I'm not going to let any one of my friends peer pressure me and make me believe that I'm not fun or I'm a party pooper by not drinking. Fuck, I don't want to drink. If you want to drink, bro, that's your choice. But you're not impacting my choice. Be that strong man. Make your own decisions. Do what you feel like is right. But alcohol, it's not right. It makes you soft. It makes you chubby. It makes you weak. Neglect it. Throw it in the bin. And start to focus more on self-improvement. Start to find other guys who are on the same journey. Who are all about improving themselves physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, relationships, everything, socially. Because when you start to surround yourself with people who have the same ambitions as you, now your progress is going to kind of be 10x and be put on another level. And it's funny that I say this because I recently just started my own free private Discord community group, which all of the individuals in there, we're all focused on self-improvement. We're all having deep chats about the red pill, the blue pill, relationships, looks maxing, gym, diet. That's what it's all about. I know this is a quick plug, but it is the first link in my description. The boys are waiting for you in there. We're all trying to become men. We're all neglecting alcohol because we're all aware of how it doesn't make us feel as good as we thought it did. And that the sooner we declined it, the sooner we reached and accomplished our goals. Reject alcohol. Reject degeneracy. And become the man you were meant to be. Put down that glass of whiskey. I hope this video motivated or educated you. Make sure to click the subscribe button and also the little bell icon, so kind of like reminded when I do upload these types of videos, and you can watch them and educate yourself as soon as humanly possible. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.